What's going on, everyone? I am Eli. Thank you for joining me once again on the Freemelon Society. Today in this little free log, we're going to be talking about two things. We're going to be talking about pizza, my personal experience with an experiment with pizza eating, and we're also going to be talking about sweating, which is going to be a small aspect of a lecture that I plan to do in the future, but today is just a little snippet, little sneak peek. So I decided that I wanted to test what the effect of a pizza would be like on my system, how I would react to just a conventional pizza. I shouldn't say conventional because the type of pizza that I ordered was a very healthy pizza. I ordered a pizza with a gluten-free crust and with no cheese. Not even the vegan cheese. That's just nonsense. That's just full of toxins anyway. So if you're vegan and you're eating diet cheese and you think you're being healthy, you're kidding yourself. You're being cruelty-free, yes, but you're kidding yourself nutritionally. So I ordered a gluten-free crust with no cheese and just a ton of veggies. With tomato sauce. Now, of course, the crust is made with flour and whatnot, which is bad for the system. But anyhow, compared to what the normal pizza is, a very healthy pizza, right? Now, generally, I try to eat one meal a day. So I decided for 2 days I was going to eat pizza for my one meal. My weight at the end of 2 days, now only 2 days and one meal a day, okay? My body's accustomed to doing one fruit meal a day. Okay, and all of a sudden that meal turned into pizza for two days. In 2 days, I gained about 7 to 8 pounds. 7 to 8 pounds weight gain just from eating pizza, and that was the only meal of the day, right? Pizza, like a full, like a medium pizza. For 2 days, and I gained 7 to 8 pounds, around there, almost 10 pounds of weight gain. Can you believe that? So, what is that saying about pizza? The type of waste product that is accumulated in the system from eating this pizza, it just sits in your system, and it does nothing but make you unhealthier. My body wasn't able to utilize this energy right away like it is from fruit or whatnot. And so the effect was very obvious and very immediate. An instantaneous gain of 7 to 8 pounds. I was shocked. I was blown away. I looked at the scale. I'm like, oh my God, I weigh way more. Right? So yeah, if you're eating, it's not as much a slam against pizza. Well, it is, but it's the refined wheat products or the refined grain products, and anything that you make with flour. If you're cooking with flour, you're, again, kidding yourself nutritionally. You are weakening yourself. You're making yourself sick if you are eating anything with flour. Okay, so let's just get that out of the way. All right, you want health? Get rid of all flour products. I don't care what kind of flour, whether it's coconut flour, wheat flour, millet flour, any flour, throw it away, get it away from your kitchen. Never consume these things because you are making yourself sick. Okay. How long did it take me to lose those pounds? It took me like another day or two of eating my regular 1 meal a day fruit diet, and back down in weight. So oh, the salt in the flour, that probably had a lot to do with it, right? Because salt is water retention, and with the water, I was also retaining waste and whatnot. So yeah, just a whole cascade of negative effects when you're having these flour products. The next thing I want to touch on is sweating, the phenomenon of sweating. Now, most people think that if your body sweats easily or profuse sweating is an indication of good internal health. I am here to tell you that it is a sign of not ideal internal health. Sweating is one of the things that we mistake as being healthy. And I'm going to do a lecture later on in a kind of like top 10 or top 6 list or whatever of things that we believe are healthy that are actually indications that you're not that healthy. Sweating is one of them. And I want to tell you about my personal experience with sweating. I noticed that as I cleansed and I detoxed more and more, and as my lifestyle and eating behaviors got healthier and healthier, that it took a lot more to get me to sweat. And I noticed that when I was doing exercise within groups of people that were exerting themselves or exercising, that everyone else would be sweating and I wouldn't be sweating. So I noticed that I just don't sweat anymore, right? It really takes a lot for me to start profusely sweating. I have to jump into a sauna, and before I start sweating. This morning I got out of bed and I did interval training. So I did a HIIT interval training of a 1-to-1 ratio of high intensity exertion to low intensity exertion, and I did 8 reps of that. So sprint for 20 seconds, jog for 20 seconds. Sprint for 20 seconds, jog for 20 seconds. Sprint for 20 seconds, jog. You get it, right? And I did about 8. I think I did 9 sets of that. 9 sets of sprint, jog. At the end, I couldn't even wipe sweat off my forehead, right? There was nothing, no perspiration, nothing. Why is it that after sufficient detoxing of the system, it takes more and more for you to sweat? Why is that? The degree to which you sweat is also a function of the degree of internal acidity and waste products that your body wants to discharge from the skin. Salt has a lot to do with this. If there's salt in your diet, you are going to be a person that sweats more than a person who doesn't have salt in their diet, or who doesn't have a lot of intracellular non-organic salts swimming around in the system, right? If you don't have these, your body is going to be less inclined to bring it out in your sweat. So what are we saying here? We're saying that if you sweat very easily, it means that your body detects that there are waste products internally that it wants to get rid of through the agency of the skin. If you're a meat eater, I guarantee you that when you go and exercise, you sweat considerably more than someone who is a fruitarian or a raw foodist, So this is something this is just something that you should think about, and something that I noticed on my journey. I noticed progressively that I started to sweat less and less and less and less, right? There is more to this story, but it's just something for you to think about. If you sweat extremely easily, then it might be your body telling you that there are waste products inside that it is trying to get rid of via sweating, right? And I'm living proof of this. I'll go to exercise classes, and people all around me will be sweating profusely, and I'm dry as a bone, right, doing the same activity. So if personal experience counts for anything, then I'm sharing it with you. But I'm not the only one. This is a phenomenon of detoxing, where the detoxee experiences less sweating than the person who does not have the same health-promoting, life-promoting behaviors. Anyway, hope that was informative, and I'll do a better lecture on this next time. But that's just a little food for thought for now. Thank you so much for listening to my little freelog today, and you guys have a wonderful day. I'll see you next time on the Freemelon Society.